Hey, tribe. If you're like me, as the season is beginning to change, we are getting ready to transition from summer to fall. I don't know about y'all, but like my self care routine, it ain't hitting like it used to. And oftentimes in seasons, we have to transition along with the season. So if your self care plan isn't working for you like it used to, today I want to discuss how we can create a holistic self care plan that actually works for us so that we can not only look our best, but feel our best. So let's dive in. So let's dive in. When it comes to self care, I know that a lot of times we're always thinking about, um, how we take care of our bodies. So we're thinking about the bubble baths, the body scrubs, the facial care, and things like that. But it includes so much more. It's not just about what we do in the physical, but what we also do with our mental. And sometimes the way that our daily routines are, we can miss a lot. Like I have a habit tracker that I'm keeping right now, and my evening routine just have not been hitting. I miss 5 days in a row. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, it can't just be me. But what I'm realizing is that the way I used to do things, it's just not working that way anymore. It would be more beneficial for me to take a look at how I'm doing things right now and how I am flowing into this transition so that I can create a plan that actually works for me right now. And that's something that I want to do with you. We really need to be mindful when seasons change because a lot of times we may miss it, and it's like you almost feel like it's too late. Like, oh, I waited too long, and why didn't I notice this change before? But it's because we don't check in with ourselves enough. So this time I want you to ask yourself, what do you need right now? That's the first thing we're going to do. What do you need right now? For me, I need slow evenings. I need to cut it off at a specific time, which it used to be like 8 o'clock, but now it's looking more like 7 o'clock. Like to cut the TV off. Now it's time to come upstairs, and it's time to prepare the spa days, the face mask. It's time to prepare to journal about the day because, yes, I journal in the morning time, but I'm noticing that sometimes our minds can be all over the place, right? Like we really need to brain dump and journal before we go to bed as well. So creating a routine of actually adding that in is going to require me to come up even earlier and do my routine even earlier. And in that way, it feels better to me. But what areas of your life do you need to focus on? What do you need to look at and say, you know what? I don't really need to do this anymore. It's too much of this, and I need more of this. You won't know until you take the time to sit down and actually ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need to get rid of? Where do I need to really put my focus right now? So we want to start there. Next, once you decide, okay, this is what I need to focus on, take a look at your daily routine. We want to look at the daily habits that you have. What is your morning routine like? What is your evening routine like? How can you better set yourself up for the next day? I think a lot of times, a lot of the anxiety that we have, especially first thing in the morning, is because we did not take the time the night before to prepare. Part of that self care is knowing, like, hey, I got to lay out my workout clothes, or I need to meal prep so that my lunch and my breakfast is done in the morning so I'm not rushing. And if you're new here, then let me tell you, I can't stand rushing. I do not like to rush. I like to be able to take my time and wake up. I like to take my time in my morning routines and get into work, because when you have this rhythm where you're not being rushed, it makes it so much easier for you to think. It helps you to better show up at work, better to show up with your children and your marriage and just with others in general. So you want to make sure that you're taking a look at your routine as well and saying, you know what, I could probably stop scrolling for 2 hours right here. Or I mean, I really could just binge watch these shows on the weekend and make sure that I'm putting me first throughout the week instead of I got to fit this in because this is helping me relax. No, it's not. You dreaming about being in the dang on shows. You thinking about going to bed thinking about these fictional characters and think about, oh, they was wrong for that and stuff like that. These types of things can get you riled up. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be riled up, especially in the evening time. We want to be on our way to relaxation, on our way to peace, so that we can have a peaceful night's sleep. And I'm gonna come for some of us because this is me too. We don't need to be drinking so late into the evening. If you like me, like I be drinking water all day long. Or sometimes I might add some tea or some wine, depending on the day of the week or whatever. And I'd be like, oh my goodness, now I gotta pee. I gotta get up to pee again. And and that disturbs your sleep as well. So we have to look at those types of things too. Like, okay, when do I need to cut this off? I maybe sip a little bit, and probably not even that if you like me. This is the time you got to cut it off so that you can have a restful night's sleep. What are these activities throughout your day that you need to focus on so that you can have a better self-care routine, so that you are taking care of yourself, so that you not only feel good but you look good too, because we need to make time as well for us to take care of our skin, take care of our bodies. A part of your routine should include some type of exercise, even if it's just walking is great for the body and it's great for the mind, especially when we can get outside and do it and get that vitamin D going, get the blood pumping, get to see other people and see the hustle and bustle of outside, but feel good about it because you ain't hustling and bustling. You just kicking it. You know what I mean? So we want to take a look at that as well. Now, lastly, based on all of this information, you want to create your ideal routine. You need to make it into a plan. And then after you've made it into a plan, implement it. We definitely want to implement at least for a week so that we can see what's working, what's not, what needs to be changed, what did I think was going to work, but it's really not working and I need to take it away. You want to start looking at those types of things. So put the plan together so that you'll have a plan that you can actually follow. And something that I always tell y'all, the 7 P's now say it with me: prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance, right? That is a Navy saying if you didn't know. But for real, like when you plan ahead, it makes it easier so you're not feeling overwhelmed. And then even when things change or something in your schedule has changed, you can actually add that in and it makes it easier so that you're not feeling overwhelmed and you're saying, okay, I may not get to do this today, but I can add this in tomorrow to make sure that I stay on track. We want to make sure that we're staying on track, and we want to make sure that we're creating the plans that help us to show up better, not only for ourselves, but for others. First for ourselves, but for others. And if you just like, Jocelyn, look, I need something a little bit deeper than that. I want you to check out my self-awareness challenge that I have on my website. I will link it in the description box, but let me tell you, I use this too. Sometimes you have to really check in with yourself. And I think that we don't spend enough time checking in with ourselves to see what we're really feeling and what we're really thinking. Don't be afraid to know what's going on in your mind. If you want to make a change, you have to know what's going on, right? And with this self-awareness checklist or workbook, it comes with different journal prompts so that you can dig deeper into what's really going on with yourself. So check that out at the link in the description. I'm going to be doing the same, let me tell you, because as we transition, no matter what times we transition, be it for the new seasons that's coming on and the new season in life that's coming on, we have to make sure that we are prepared so we're not feeling overwhelmed or feel like we just got bombarded with a whole bunch of things. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that these tips were helpful. If it was helpful to you, let me know down in the comments which one was most helpful for you. And thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Share this with a friend who needs it. And I love you guys to life. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.